Gun violence is out of control. Violence is out of control. Public safety and crime is out of control. Expect to see assault weapons, a ban on my call.
The 2024 legislative year has begun, and immediately we have gun control being sold with the same systemic lie of public safety. Welcome to another installment of the Connecticut Gun Bench. Today's video is brought to you by P.A.N. Firearms, LLC. P.A.N. Firearms for NRA certification and multifaceted gun training. You can reach us at 203-300-6343 or use our website at www.panfirearmsllc.com. As always, there'll be a link in the description box below. And if you like channel, like content, what I do here, you can support me with the link. Everything is appreciated. Once again, PSA for my Connecticut residents. If you plan on getting your Connecticut pistol permit, please get the training done before July 2024, because then after that, it becomes longer, harder, more expensive for no other reason than to disincentivize the law-abiding public from going out to get a permit in order to purchase a firearm. If you have your permit, watch the expiration date. Don't let it expire. There's a link to the online renewal for pistol permits in the description box below. Keep an eye on it. But let's talk about this. 2024 started off with what I predicted was going to happen way back in 2023, at the beginning of that year. We're 15 days in, and already we have a slew of states pushing gun control narratives. And there's two I'm going to talk about. I'm talking about New Mexico because there's a hint of massive, not even a hint, a massive display of hypocrisy. And Washington State because they are creating a very dangerous road to getting good people in trouble for no reason whatsoever. Now, New Mexico, and of course, you remember last year when the governor there tried to pass a ban, using emergency powers, a ban on the carrying of firearms in parks. She received a massive amount of backlash, and a judge, a Biden-appointed judge, shot the whole thing down. Well, let me go ahead and give you some information on what they're attempting to do in New Mexico going into 2024.
Good afternoon. Guns and crime bills are getting focus from Governor Michelle Lujan Grisham just days now from the start of the next legislative session next week.
This is the biggest, most comprehensive public safety package, I think, probably in the history of the legislature.
The governor identifying nearly 21 proposed bills and ideas Friday aimed at tackling public safety in New Mexico, which she says largely have bipartisan support.
It's the most together we've been on addressing public safety, crime, and gun violence since I've been involved in government, and certainly since I've been the governor.
Much of the list sets its sights on gun regulation.
We have a gun problem, ladies and gentlemen, and we have a public safety problem. We have a responsibility to our children, to families, to communities to solve it, and I believe this package goes a long way to do just that.
Notable among them, a push for strict rules on assault weapons, including penalties for having one. That idea sponsored by Representative Andrea Romero.
This bill takes a new approach to regulating assault weapons by preventing modifications that the gun manufacturers might try to make to skirt around the law.
Romero is also bringing back her bill for a 14-day waiting period for firearm sales. Representative Rena Shapansky is fighting again to raise the legal age to buy guns to 21, and Senate Majority Floor Leader Peter Wirth is also trying to revive his bill banning guns in polling places.
Guns and voting is a toxic combination.
The governor is also pushing for harsher criminal punishments, like making a felon with a firearm punishable by up to 9 years in prison.
Heard that and you saw that. Now, remember, this is the same governor who said this.
And it's not a ban, it's a temporary pause so that we can make this community safer.
Yet.
The governor is also trying to make her public health order banning guns in parks and playgrounds permanent with new law.
2024, she wants to make the banning of carrying firearms in parks permanent. She is a hypocrite. She lied to you, New Mexicans. She lied to you last year. when she said this thing was only temporary, because after the 30 days, who's to say she couldn't extend it? But now, in the 2024 legislation year, she is going to make it permanent. So she lied to you last year, and she's letting you know what she's all about. She's basically like a Hillary Clinton mini-me, okay? Just that her dorsal fin isn't as big as Clinton's. And now you hear her say, well, this is a bipartisan, it has bipartisan support. Yet, look around that table of who's there. Anti-gun Democrats. You have one Democrat sitting there saying, we shouldn't be allowed to have guns at polling places. Well, what has happened at a polling place in the state where you kind of have to conjure up this law now to say that people can't do so? And I don't know if this person realizes this is because of guns that we have the right to vote for who we want in control and in power in our country. Now I need to point that out. But also notice in her little rant about bipartisanship in this whole thing, these are the people who are there. Notice the woman in the background here. Moms demand action. Look who's sitting at the table with the rest of these people. President of Everytown for Gun Safety. One of those Bloomberg-funded anti-gun coalitions. This is the bipartisanship she's talking about. New Mexicans, you did it before, do it again. Get out there en masse and rally against this. Now, I said I wanted to talk about two specific gun control narratives. The other one is Washington State. And Washington State, January 1st, they had a number of gun control bill, initiatives go into law and go into effect on January 1st. One was a 10-day waiting period, and another was required training in order to purchase a firearm. What they're proposing, even though they got all this, what they're proposing now, and the one thing I really want to talk about, is what they call eliminating preemption laws. Preemption laws are where a municipality, city, county cannot make law, or specifically gun laws, that are more strict than the state's laws. They're now pushing in the 2024 legislative year out there in Washington to eliminate that, so that much like what happened in Chicago, where a city basically banned assault weapons in the city limits. This is what they're trying to do. I talked about this, Colorado did this, and it created a mishmash of gun control laws across the whole state, where you could be legal in one county, cross over into county lines, or even cross into a city, and all of a sudden you're not legal anymore. You're breaking the law of that city. And that's incredibly dangerous, incredibly dangerous. But that's what they're pushing for. Why? Because then you won't travel anywhere. You have a carry permit for the county you live in, but you have to travel to another county, and that county has a law that says, oh, you cannot have a magazine more than 10 rounds. But where you live, you can. You can't cross into that county. And it's creating literally roadblocks for law-abiding citizens, and they sell it to you on the same BS lie of public safety. Everything is about public safety. Let me be clear about what they mean by public safety. If you're beaten to death with a traffic cone by a bunch of teens, they don't give a damn about you. If you're run over by an SUV at a Christmas parade, they don't give a damn about you. If you're stabbed to death for turning on a prom date in your high school, they don't give a damn about you. It is not about your safety. It is about using death and violence as nothing more than a political sport to push for an agenda that has nothing to do with crime, because crime is the catalyst to everything that's going on. Yet you will have these same people who will tell you that it's racist to lock up people for committing crimes, but at the same time will turn around and hold the gun community accountable for the behavior of criminal activity. Come on, man. Smell the bullshit. Smell it, okay? There's nothing to do with your safety. All of this gun control is nothing more than gun control. And what I was thinking about recently, looking at all these states rushing to push all these things, notice this collective that's going on across the country, all across the country, with all these anti-gun states all seem to be in concert with each other to push certain narratives. All these gun control laws are pushing are almost cookie cutter from state to state. But the question I'm asking is, why are they pushing it so hard now? What's going on? Why are they pushing so hard? 240 plus years of people owning firearms. Now they're on this massive kick in the name of public safety to disarm the people who don't commit crimes. There's something wrong with that. And somebody, I mentioned it before, had put a great comment in one of my videos. They tell you that assault weapons have no use other than mass murder. Yet, these same people turn around and give these same items to government workers, to nondescript government workers. So if they're only for mass murder, why are you issuing them to these people? People won't even qualify to use them. Like I said, what else is going on? But let me know what you think. As always, you can leave your comments in the comment section below. And as always, any statements of violence or statements that lead to violence will be removed. Please like, share, comment, subscribe. Don't forget to hit that notification bell so you're notified the next time a video goes live. I will see you on the next one. Peace.